Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab, in the book. We about to do a nice little lesson distinguishing yourself from a doer and a non-doer. Let's go. Wrightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tuning in to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do, but it's rhetorical. If you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. So you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. Appreciate you. Let's go. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers, know thyself and two, Maya, be true. I'm wrapping up the second lesson about pursuit of happiness in the physical world is an illusion. It ain't going to happen. I just broke that down for you. Now let's talk about doer versus non-doer. Which one are you? If you don't know now, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to make a better decision based on what you know. Either you're doer or you're non-doer. I'm going to break both of them down for you. You figure out which one you are. Don't be on the wrong side. Let's go. Actions that we perform of any type will always lead to what? A result. Cause and effect. I read the action, the effect is the residue, the results of the action. However, most people do what? Actions for what? The effect, the results. Oh, they call it the fruits of your labor. Let's put it in that context. All right. So when you put something in the ground, you're expecting it to bear fruit. That's the concept. So when you do something, you're expecting to get some return. Like an investment. You invest your money, you want some return on your money. So all these allegorical analogies are just to let you know that you are in control of the action. And the purpose behind the action, your intention, I got a lesson for that one too. But it's the reason, the purpose behind said actions to see if it will pay off for you. That'll be show you the difference between a doer and a non-doer. Let's go. But however, the result is not the predictable as people have come to believe, where in reality, the only thing that human beings, you and I, can control, pay attention, I've been teaching this for the longest, is the action itself. You can perform the action. That's it. After that, it's no longer up to you. And not the fruits of that action. Everybody does it for the fruit, okay, for the result. But if there is concentration on the action without having pleasures or desires and expectations of the fruits of that action, you're doing it for the right reason. We call it selfless service. I would do the action without worrying about the result. Why? That's not what I'm predicated on. That's the difference. So what do you think I am? Pay attention. Then there can be what? Without expectation of the action or results for the actions, there now can be what? Peace and contentment, even while the action is being performed. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart, the goodness, so I don't have no problem doing that. And you know that when you're doing it, that's what they're telling you. And this is the way of what? You ready? Non-doers. Right? Thinkers, we're non-doers. Did you know that? Watch this. I'm going to show you the difference. And I'm going to lay it out for you. So you got to make that decision. If that's you, then you are that. If that's you, then you're that. I'm not here to cast aspersions, just show you points and give you information. Actions that's performed with expectations and desires are the way of a doer. They call it an agenda. A lot of us have hidden agenda. They ain't going to tell you their true intention. They're going to make you think they're doing something for you, make you think all about it, and the whole time it's all about them. Those are sneaky and deceitful people. Those are egoistic people who become what? Smart and cunning at doing just that. So they get to rise in the ranks and they become successful and be in a position of power to do what? Just that. Mess over people for their selfish gains. Those are doers. If they do something for you, well, you got to do something for them. That's the devil. The devil's a doer. How about that? Okay, let's get that out the way. So now let's talk about the non-doer, right thinkers. The non-doer is free from what? The results of the fruits of the labor, because he or she is free from the desires and expectations of their actions, while the doer is only dependent on what? The action, and is bound to the results. Why? They want something in return. They did it for a reason. Be they positive or negative, they're going to get a result. And when it's good, they happy. When it ain't, they unhappy. See, that's the seesaw. That's the elation, depression. Stop riding that roller coaster. That's emotions. Get past that. When you do, you have what? Peace and contentment within yourself. Why? Because you ain't doing things for a reason. You don't do it for a cause. You do it because. Because what? It's the right thing to do. If you're doing it for a cause, you're doing it for something that you want. That's selfish. Not selfless, selfish. And when your pleasures and desires of the flesh and expectations in your mind are resolved, when you let those things go, what happened? Now the mind becomes calm, not agitated, but calm and peaceful. When you see people that's always got something on their mind, they ain't never at peace. That's what they're trying to tell you. Don't be that person. I meditate daily, so I don't carry baggage. I don't have a whole bunch of that. No, I don't got none of that stuff, so I stay free. Okay? My glass stay half full. Why? Because I'm leaving room to get more. I don't empty it out. Half full is good enough. Okay? But when you have peace of mind, your glass is always half full. If you're optimist, half full. If you're pessimist, half empty. Again, doer, non-doer. It works out every time. You can't get around it. It's a fact. It ain't what I'm saying. When you make it up, no, I don't make it up. I just follow the rules that was given out. I ain't trying to invent the wheel. I just put a spoke in it every now and then and make my point. Watch this. Now, under these conditions, the non-doer, who is free from what? Either elation or depression, because he or she is not involved in it for pleasures and coming from what? The present action in the present moment, and it is not based on what? Memory of the past or pleasurable situations, which are what? Impelling a movement toward what? Repeat those actions that gave you pleasures or an expectation that you liked for the future activities, which what you will do and somehow you think by doing it will somehow bring you happiness. You keep reaching for the illusion. You're never going to get it. Okay? You keep chasing them. It ain't going to happen. It's an illusion. It's not real. It's like living a dream. No, you can't. Why? It's just in your mind. It's not real. The non-doer who realizes these things, not being bound, what? To the memories of prior experiences or to the expectations, is not bound by either past or future results. And thereby they're able to what? To discover what we call eternal present. I stay in the now. I live in the now. When you're doing that, that becomes a non-doer's state of being. Mentally, the doer is always, watch this, never comfortable, always caught up in what? Either the past or they're worried about the future. So thereby they lose the opportunity to what? Truly discover peace and true happiness in the now. When are you going to be happy? You worry about what happened. You worry about what's going to happen. You agitated. You never calm down. When are you going to do that? You don't find time for that. That's what meditation does. Takes the edge off, so to speak. Wipe out the stuff that you don't need. We carry baggage that, why? It's a memory. Let that go. Moving on. Everybody ain't equipped to do that mentally. This is the opposite of how to teach you how to what? Use this thing here. This is the condition of most people. Again, mentally ignorant in the world. Why? Before they even realize it, their entire life has gone by without their being aware of the passage of time, because they never lived in the now. They was always in the future, always in the past. So they missed everything. Watch this. In the art of true spiritual life or spiritual discipline, life, meditative state of mind, it leads one to be able to detach from the world, even while continue to live in it. Jesus told you, be in the world, but not of it. Why? Stuff that's going on, it don't bother me. I just do what I do. I do my thing. But if I was caught up in that, I'd be like everybody else. We're coming to an end. I don't have no complaints about what the world is. Could care less about the world. My thing is about me. Okay? Oh, you can see it. It's all about you. Yeah, but it keeps me out of the nonsense. So I'm focused on me, and I'm good at that. And thereby, you are now able to truly discover what? The hidden inner spiritual dimension of what they call your unconscious mind. Now you're able to get there because it ain't agitated, it ain't worried about stuff. It's calm, and you can discover a lot more with a calm mind. And you'll be able to see what lies beyond. The doer is always bound to what? A form of experience which is determined by and linked to what? The world of time and space. Physical stuff. People, places, things, material stuff, okay? And because only in time and space can there manifest what? Your memories of the past. You can't change it. And the expectations, what? Of the future. You can't do that either. Imagination, memory. We got a vivid one, like my man Sadi Guru said, and all we use is that to keep us what? Out of the present, the memories, the past, the imagination, the future. What about the now? See that? And philosophically, excuse me, you need to be able to use your mind to conceive and understand those things. A non-doer will eventually what? Discover the transcendental experience for themselves of having an expanded consciousness in the present moment. If you're able to do that, you'll find joy and peace in the moment, not in what happened in the past or what could happen in the future. This is the art of thinking right. Taking it home. All right. The philosophy, and that's what this is. Again, a philosophy of meditation may seem foreign to you at first. Like anything. Excuse me. Coming into anything different, it seems foreign. But if you were to practice, learn to reflect upon what? The lessons, then you will now be able to discover that these lessons, these teachings hold great truths you can manifest for yourself, as well as a great potential to what? Assist you in your discovering what we call the abiding peace and harmony in one's life. You want to be comfortable with yourself. You see a man sitting in the Buddha, the lotus position. I don't get into all that, but I can be comfortable and relaxed in a sitting position and just let my mind go free and go into a meditative state of mind and just forget about all this. This means nothing. When I go into that state, man, I'm in a whole nother place. I don't need a drug to do that. I don't need ayahuasca. I don't need acid, all that nonsense. I need just to sit in time and use my mind. That's what it's for. This is the most sophisticated piece of machinery known to man. Sorry. Make that point. But again, to find peace and harmony in yourself, you have to do that. And when you begin to daily practice of what? Spiritual disciplines, and you'll now discover how wonderful it is to what? Be in control of your mind instead of your mind being in control of you, and preying on what? Your emotions. That's the ego. Be they positive or negative. Emotions and desires. You will be able to discover what they call an incomparable feeling, which goes beyond ordinary concept of happiness. You think things is happiness. No, get past that. Of course, you got a new car, you got a big house, got a nice relationship going, beautiful girl, all that. That's just fodder. That's window dressing, and that's cool, but it ain't what happiness is. You have to reach that for yourself, within yourself, and with other human beings endeavors, with other, human endeavors in order to gain success. You in your life, you need to what? Study daily the philosophy intensively and put them to use with great concentration, and then by the daily practice them in your life. Treat it as an experiment that you're the guinea pig. You're going to be the one doing the work. And the world of your life, the world and your life will not go away. Why? Just ask yourself, what would happen if I were to become less attached and more in control of my mind, doing my thing my way, following the teachings of right thinking philosophy, and now being able to discover my inner resources? Now you have experienced what they call true happiness. That's how it's done inside of you, and to what? Overcome the obstacles of an ignorant life. You want to develop ignorance and see yourself and see the world for what it really is, not through a bunch of belief and allegorical stories that really you don't understand. Lessons are meant to be taught for you to learn from them, not to be confused and lost. No, I'm trying to get clarity, give you clarity so you can do things for yourself. I don't need you to do nothing except put yourself in it, and this is a perfect example segue. The practice of daily right thinking philosophy and meditation requires what? Regular and sustained self-effort. You are the supplier of everything that you do, and the effort that you put in is yield the result that you're going to get out. That's the true cause and effect. And failure is assured to what? For those if there is no self-effort. If you ain't putting forth no work, you won't get no results. Nothing in, nothing out. Self-effort in, results out. Simple. Moving on. That's my point. Likewise, success is assured if there is a sustained daily regular self-effort being put forth. Further, you cannot expect to succeed in meditation or in life if you do not work towards controlling your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions in a normal course of life. You got to take control of you, and those are the things you need to do. Your actions, be they right? The thoughts, be they right? Your speech should all be right. And they are all closely related to your unconscious mind. It is like a register which records all your karmic impressions, all your actions. Your heart records all those things. Any unresolved desires or feelings become lodged there in your later causes agitation and restlessness, therefore, to your mind. So therefore, you yourself must keep a close watch on your own mind. Be mindful of your own mind. That's Anubis, discernment. You should be able to discern what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, what's true and what's a lie. If you're not equipped with that discerning concept in your mind, you'll fall for the okie doke and you'll be led astray. Moving on. But when you have a good speech, you do good deeds, you take care to act righteously, you speak the truth, and you think right thinking, positive thoughts. Now, our ancient Egyptians text states that one cannot expect to obtain results unless one is, you ready? Mentally pure and physically pure. Means you got to give of yourself as above, so below. Mind and body got to be involved. You can't use one without the other. Sorry, let me wrap it up. I'm taking it home now. So these are the keys to accomplishing these things, any goal in life, and to reach enlightenment. And that is the goal, like any other, albeit the highest for any religion, any concept. Knowing thyself is the highest goal, with respect to being able to attaining the goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. All your other goals are like dust. So whatever degrees you got, PhDs you got, anything other than yourself, throw them away. Why? Ain't gonna be no good. Simple as that. Okay, they're yours, but don't mean nothing to nobody but you. I keep telling you that. Your milestones in life, your personal achievements don't mean nothing to nobody except you in the long run, in the philosophical point of view. And it's all blown in the wind. Okay? The following instructions will serve as what we call guidelines for meditation and is not intended to be a substitute for what a competent instructor. If you have a teacher, somebody you learning from meditators, don't stop dealing with them and say, I'm going to do it on my own. No, that ain't what we're saying. You got to put forth the effort. And the best way to do it is have somebody teach you and then you put the effort in. All right, take the instruction and put the effort in. And now, once you get good at it, you'll be able to help somebody else. But do you first. But there are many techniques of meditation. Everybody have their own. That's why I don't run around talking about I'm a philosopher. Why? Everybody got philosophy. I'm not trying to argue and debate with everybody about what the hell they think. I teach. Here we will focus on what we call basic techniques of what? Moving meditation for what? Initial calming of one's mind to becoming a what? Beginning practitioner. You have to want to think right, do right, and be right to learn meditation. Somebody can't make you do it. Okay? It's just of your own free will and accord. It means you're here because you want to be. That's all. Let me wrap it up. If you're here, it's on your own free will and accord, and I appreciate you. Let's go. And another important factor to take it home of meditation, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, this is all it is. We're dealing with this now. I'm from the neck up today and have been for this whole month. All thinking, all trying to put your mindset right so you can be right. This means what? That you have to, another important factor in daily meditation is that health. I meditate and I go to the gym. Okay? You can't have one like the other. They got to go hand in hand. Okay, trust me. The health of the body must be maintained. Long life means you are physically fit. You're eating right. You're living right. That guarantees long life. Living wrong, doing wrong, you ain't gonna live long. Okay? Living right, long life. Living wrong, short life. And you have to have a proper diet, maintain proper diet, and daily exercise. Right there. It don't say every now and then exercise. It don't say, no, daily. Eat right and exercise daily. Not pick and choose, no. I'm gonna eat fast food today. No. Diet means you eat what you need to supplement your body, to give you the energy, to sustenance, to survive. Whatever it is, that's on you. Your decision, everybody ain't the same way, so you got to figure that out for you, what works for you, okay? And just because you don't eat pork, don't mean that's a healthy diet. I don't eat pork. What that mean? Nobody gives a damn. Okay, so move on. This means that the diet that you have should be composed of fresh, whole foods, and it should be exclusively what? Vegetarian. I ain't no damn vegetarian. I ain't no vegan. I eat meat. Pork, beef, don't make a difference. I eat what I want to eat. I eat what I desire. So I live with the consequences that come with me eating pork, whatever I desire. I ain't no problem with that. If you're going to do something, know what you're doing and stand on it. So whatever the consequence is for your actions, be prepared for that. That's all. If it's bad, you know it's going to be something bad. Smoking cigarettes, you get cancer. Y'all knew that. Doing it. Unprotected sex, baby, or sexually transmitted drugs. Sexually transmitted disease. You know before you do it, that's the possibility. So when the consequence comes, don't complain. Okay, understand that. That's what I'm saying. I didn't complain when I got my time. I knew it was coming. I knew, okay, I'm going to take mine. So when I did that to prove to myself, I'm done with that. Okay, I ain't got to prove to nobody else. Moving on. So you cannot expect to have success in your life or the concept of meditation in your life if you have weak constitution, no willpower of your own, and you're constantly craving things that's not good for you. Foods, drugs, women, men, which heighten your body consciousness and a negative emotions, eating meat, or those which have like drug-like effects on the body. If it ain't good for you, you'll figure out sugar, okay? Everything now causes cancer. I don't give a damn. I eat sugar. I eat salt. Leave me be. You do what you do. I do what works for me. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Your mind is always affected by these in the same manner that it is affected by other mind-altering drugs. If you're getting high and you having delusions of grandeur, you having conversation with God, no, that's a drug-induced psychosis. It's all in the mind. I know that, but when it's drug-induced, it's not normal. Meditation is normal. You can't substitute it with drugs. Oh, I'm high. No, that ain't the same thing. Okay, they got drug ayahuascas. If you want a trip, take that. It's going to take you. It's going to take you out there. If that's where you want to go, I can go without the ayahuascas. I figured that part out, so I don't need that. Moving on. One time, I couldn't wait. What? I'm a get high person. I had to get high, experiment with my mind. Ayahuasca was another one I couldn't wait, but I had to listen to my people who I listened to. My teacher said, you don't need that. So that idea, dispensing right there. Why? Somebody who I respect gave me advice that I respect, so I'm going to take it. I can say, man, well, I'm a dude. No, I ain't that dude. Again, I'm a good student. I listen. So therefore, if you're a true spiritual aspirant, you have teachers who will help you if you will listen. And you must personally cleanse your mind and body in order to be able to climb what we call the spiritual ladder of evolution. To what? To the heights of knowing thyself, a.k.a. Nihas. That's the lesson. That's the purpose. All right thinkers. Use this thing to get you where you want to go. Knowledge of self. Life is good when you know who you are and know what to do when you're doing it. You wake up every day inspired and motivated to do just that. Become a right thinker, master yourself, and have some fun in life. Meditation will help you do that. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never met my right thinkers who realize what are we doing here? Okay, doers versus non-doers. Right thinkers, we're non-doers. If you filled the bill, so are you. And if you don't, that means you're a doer. If you're a right thinker and still a doer, you still got work to do. That's all. I got you. In closing, may you all live to be 100, me 100 miles a day. So I never know if my right thinkers have passed away. I'm out.